Well folks, welcome back to the channel and to another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. I'm here at Vienna Airport in Austria, about to fly the country's national flag carrier Airbus A320neo over to Varna. The main purpose of this video has actually changed, and I'll explain a little bit later, and the idea is that I'm going to have a bit of a moan and a bit of a whinge about Pro ATC SR. When planning this flight on SimBrief, it was given me a runway 29 departure with a departure routing and SID, which was completely sensible and logical for that particular runway, but we're going to see what air traffic control gives us in the form of Pro ATC, and we'll see as we taxi out to the runway other aircraft queuing for runway 29, and we are going to have a slightly different routing, in which case I'm going to have to manually input the departure, because the departing runway they're going to give me does not match the routing that Pro ATC want me to use according to the map on the Pro ATC program. Let me know if you are a user of Pro ATC or what your experience of it is, and be interesting to see, to hear, to read if you've had similar experiences with them in the past. So anyway, join me in the flight deck. We'll head over to Varna and see how we get on. Welcome on board.
Final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask.
Ryanair 9766 with the ATIS request clearance.
Ryanair 9766 runway ATC clearance to L9 bar via the BUW uniform 1 Delta departure runway, and then
60.6, 33.2, fuel is 6.8,
9er squawk 2472 QNH 1018.
fuel for the
Clear to
flight
India
needed
Papa Romeo via the Bravo uniform whiskey uniform 1
Let's
Delta
have
runway
6.4,
7000. Expect within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.9er squawk 2472 QNH 1018. Ryanair 9766.
Ryanair 9766. Is that correct? Call me again for startup and pushback. Contact ground control on 121.77.
Clear delivery, Austria 303 with the 80s request clearance.
Ryanair 9766. Read that correct. Call me again for startup and pushback. Contact ground control on 121.77.
Clear delivery, Austria 303 with the 80s request clearance.
Ryanair 9766.
Thinking we'll-
Read that correct. Call me again for startup and pushback. Contact ground control on 121.77.
I was thinking we're Ryanair, it's done this before.
Clear delivery, Austria 303. Our parking position is Terminal 1 Gate 16 with the 80s request clearance.
Austrian 303. Good runway 29 at ATC clearance to LBWN via access departure runway 29 at WW39 and then pass filed. Climb to flight level 110. Expect to flight level 370 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequencies 126.9er squawk 1223 QNH 1018.
Clear to LBWN via vectors, runway 34 to WW39 and then pass filed. Climb to flight level 110. Expect flight level 370 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.9er squawk 1223 QNH 1018. Austria 303.
Austrian 303. Read that correct. Call me again for startup and pushback. Contact ground control on 121.77.
Roger, 121.77, Austria 303.
Ground, Ryanair 3 Mike Foxtrot, request startup.
Ryanair 3 Mike Foxtrot. Startup is approved.
Roger, startup approved. Ryanair 3 Mike Foxtrot. Ground, Austria 903 Romeo. Request startup and pushback.
Austria 903 Romeo. Startup and pushback approved.
Approved, Austria 903 Romeo.
Ground, Austria 303. Request startup and pushback.
Austria 303. Startup and pushback approved.
Approved, Austria 303.
Cockpit to ground. Cockpit to ground.
This is ground.
Cockpit to ground.
Who's there?
Cockpit to ground.
2815. Request startup.
Who's there?
Stand by.
2815.
This is ground.
Startup is
Stand
approved.
by. Roger. Startup approved. Who's there? 2815. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed. Okay, sir. The bypass
Parking brakes are set. You may
all doors
lift.
and hatches closed.
The
and all
parking brakes
ground
are set.
equipment is
You may
removed.
lift.
Okay, sir.
parking brakes
The
are set.
bypass pin
You
is
may lift.
installed. All doors and
The parking
hatches
brakes are
closed
set.
and all ground
You may
equipment
lift.
is removed. Okay, sir. The bypass pin
We are
is
cleared for
installed.
start
All
and
doors
push.
and hatches
We are
closed and
cleared
all
for
ground
start and
equipment
push.
is removed.
We are cleared for
Parking
start and
brake
push.
set. Lifting the aircraft. Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Ground,
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
cleared of the
Okay.
runway.
Clear. Push start. Okay.
Ryanair
Clear.
3
Push
Bravo
start.
Whiskey.
Okay.
Taxiway Alpha 6
Push
Mike
start.
Lima.
Please release parking
81.
brake. Please release parking brake. Please release parking brake.
Lima to parking position 81. Ryanair
Please
3
release
B.
parking
Parking
brake.
brakes are
Please
released.
release parking
Parking
brake.
brakes are
Please
released.
release parking brake.
Parking brakes are
Commencing
released.
pushback. You can start the
It will
engine
start in the sequence.
Commencing
It will start in the
pushback. You can
sequence.
start the engine.
Austria
It will start in the
55
sequence.
Charlie.
Pushback.
Startup
You
is
can start
approved.
the engine in sequence.
Startup approved. Austria 55C.
The nose will drop from overhead. Firmly hold the mask or keep stretched as well as oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, pull your legs, bands around your head, and tighten the straps on both sides. Even though the bags are not split, oxygen will be flowing. Be sure to put your mask on first before helping others. That will let you know when it's no longer needed. We'll be passing through the cabin to make sure you're ready for departure. You can help us finish. Features of this aircraft is no hesitate to add. Looking to receive the left-hand cigarettes is number 11 flight. January with the statement or destroying smoking sensor in the aircraft section.
Grand Austria 706 is clearance of runway request exit parking. Austria 76 taxiway Bravo 6 Lima to gate 42 via Bravo 6 Lima to gate 42 Austria 76.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
From Ryanair 7345 is cleared off the runway. Requesting
Parking brake
stop.
set. Lowering
Ryanair
aircraft.
7345 taxiway Alpha 6 Mike to park position 91 out.
Via
Startup
Alpha
is complete.
6
You may
to
disconnect.
parking position 91.
Roger.
Ryanair
Prepared
7345.
to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Ground, Austrian 747 Lima. Requesting engine start.
Austrian 747 Lima. Startup is approved.
Roger, startup approved. Austrian 747 Lima.
Ground, Ryanair 4769. Request startup.
Ryanair 4769. Startup is approved.
Startup approved. Ryanair 4769.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Ground, Austrian 55C. Request startup.
Austrian 55 Charlie. Startup is approved.
Roger, cleared for startup. Austrian 55C. Ground, Austrian 303. Request taxi.
Austrian 303. Taxiway Echo X-Ray 21 Whiskey Lima Echo Delta Bravo 10 Bravo 12 to runway 34.
via Echo X-ray 21
No.
Whiskey Lima Echo Delta Bravo
29.
Bravo 12 to runway 34 Austria 30
Can't give me 3-4. You can't. That's not a departure route. ASPR. Do you know what? Just.
Ground, Ryanair, 946 is cleared on the runway. Request
I mean, it's
taxi
always
departure.
3-4.
Ryanair 946, taxi by Bravo 9 Echo Delta to parking position 46.
Via Bravo 9 Echo Delta to parking position 46. Ryanair 946.
I'm just going to have to do a.
Ground Austrian 624.
The problem I have is that I have been assigned a standard instrument departure routing which applies to runway 29, but they've asked me to take off from runway 34. Therefore, instead of actually programming a SID into the McDo, I'm having to manually input the waypoints which will take me as near as possible to the departure routing that air traffic control want me to use and to follow the waypoint routing that they've assigned. Seriously? That doesn't even make any sense, when as we'll see shortly, everybody else is departing from runway 29. Why don't they just make me use 29 like everybody else?
Ground Ryanair 3SM. Request startup and pushback.
Ryanair 3 Sierra Mike, start up and pushback approved.
Approved. Ryanair 3SM.
Ryanair 9766, start up and pushback. Ryanair 9766, start up and pushback approved.
What departures do we have available?
9766.
We have 90 departures. None of them reflect. Well, let's just have to enter it manually. Just have to enter it manually. Because otherwise we're just going to be flying a departure that doesn't. WW395.
8675, yeah, stand by on calling.
They're gone. I use 29 like everybody else? $397. $387.
Ground X-ray Yankee, request startup.
X-ray Yankee, startup is approved.
Roger, startup approved. X-ray Yankee.
As Pip. And then Adama. And then I don't even know if I've got the right way.
Grant. Ryanair 3 Sierra Mike. Request startup and pushback.
That's
Ryanair
stupid. It
3
really is
Sierra Mike.
stupid.
Startup and pushback approved. Approved. Ryanair
It
3
gives you
Sierra Mike.
a departure routing, a SID, aligned to a runway that SID isn't aligned to. It gives you runway 34 but a runway 29 departure route. I mean, it's crazy. You got to fight with this every time. Going the right way still? I don't know.
Ground Austrian 747L. Request startup. Austrian 747 Lima. Startup is approved. Roger, startup approved. Austrian
I can't be
747L.
bothered to add in all the waypoints to the route.
Request startup.
X-ray Yankee. Startup is approved.
Roger, startup approved. X-ray Yankee.
No, I should. We're over 12. I think why not just full length first. Take off fuel 6.493. 6.193. I've got 6680. And the crew have decided to get this together.
Ground 4 Foxtrot is cleared of the runway. Request taxi to parking.
4 Foxtrot. Taxi by Alpha 6 Mike Lima. To parking position 57.
By Alpha 6 Mike Lima to parking position 57 for Foxtrot.
Just going to zoom that out so you can see where we are.
Austrian 303. Contact tower on 123.8.
123.8. Austrian 303. Tower, Austrian 303. Holding short, runway 34, requesting departure.
Austrian 303. Line up runway 34.
Lining up runway 34, Austrian 303.
303, wind 32012, runway 34, clear to takeoff. Good flight.
Runway 34, clear to takeoff. Austria 303.
Here we go.
Tower Austria 540 on final, requesting landing runway 29.
Austria 540, clear to land runway 29, QNH 1018.
Clear to land runway 29, QNH 1018, Austria 540.
Gear up, Tower, Wizz Air 3349 on final, requesting landing runway 29.
Austria 303, contact departure on 126 Niner.
126 Austria 303. Flight Austria 303, passing 1,700, for flight level 110.
Austria 303, turn to heading 340, climb to flight level 110.
Heading 340, climbing to flight level 110, Austria 303.
Austria 303, turn left heading 210.
Left turn to heading 145, Austria 303.
Austria 303, resume on navigation.
Continue on navigation, Austria 303.
Austria 230, maintain present altitude.
Present altitude. Austria 230.
Austria 72, base, climb to flight level 100.
Climb to flight level 100, Austria, temperature light.
Austria 303, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Climb and maintain flight level 230, Austria 303. Vienna, Austria 303. Asking flight level 150 for flight level 230.
Austrian 303, identified.
Vienna, Center 945, passing flight level 360 or flight level 380.
945, identified. Climb to flight level 380.
Climbing to flight level 380, 945.
We started on track yet. Yep. Right, SP. Then it all.
Austrian 303, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370. Austria 303.
I can play that out, it's okay. It's hopeful. As I thought it was going to be. It was the same thing. Well, I have to put this in.
Austrian 303, contact Bratislava radar on 134.5.
decimal 47.
134.47, Austrian 303. Bratislava radar, Austrian 303. Passing flight level 250, but flight level 370.
Austrian 303, identified. Continue own navigation.
Continue on navigation, Austrian 303.
Got 330 low identified, cleared negative 1 alpha, 270 knots. Negative 1 alpha, 270 knots, yes, 330. Ryanair 1752, maintain present altitude.
Maintain present altitude, Ryanair 1752.
Bratislava radar 3811, with you at flight level 300.
3811, identified. Maintain present altitude. Present altitude 8080. Contract center bond 128.1.
128.1. Austria 303. Radar Austria 303. Passing flight level 330, but flight level 370.
Austria 303. Identified. Ryanair 1812. Maintain present.
Present altitude. Ryanair 1812.
Traffic. Traffic.
It's 3,000 above us. So it's still 15 miles away. Okay.
Southern Singapore 326 at flight level 380.
Singapore 326. Identified.
Sent after 1001J at flight level 330.
Atari 1J. Identified.
Press it then. Why don't they give me that? There's not going to be level because
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruise altitude for flight. As we begin to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows clear from the aisle as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley cards shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
London, Shuttle 7 Yankee, climb level 290, dimensions. Shuttle 7 Yankee, thank you. What's your request level? Shuttle 7 Yankee, request level 370. Shuttle 7 Yankee, would you climb initially flight level 350? Okay, initially 350. Osprey 303, contact center 120.37. 120.37, Austrian 303. Radar Austrian 303, at flight level 370.
303, advance 8080, maintain flight level 350.
Present altitude 8080.
Well, this was going to be a video about my last flight on Microsoft Flight Simulator and how I'm giving up after many years, but that video is going to have to wait because it's actually turned into a bit of a rant about Pro ATC SR. I don't know if you are a Pro ATC user on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've been using Pro ATC for a number of years when it was in FSX, and I was pleased to see that it became available for Microsoft Flight Simulator a number of years ago after its launch in 2020. However, what is disappointing is that it hasn't really improved. I still think it's a good air traffic control program because I appreciate air traffic control programs are very difficult to write, but there are some things it could be better in. I'm on my flight between Vienna and Varna. I think it's Varna. Comes to something when you don't even know. Yes, I'm on my way from Vienna to Varna, and it's about a 600 nautical mile journey, and already we're only been in the air 22 minutes, 36 minutes since we pushed back from the gate. It gave me a departure route, a sounding instrument departure for runway 29, but it asked me to use runway 34. It does silly things like that which don't really help the realism experience. Sometimes the taxiway routings that it gives you, the taxiway numbers, don't relate to what is on the chart or what is on the sim. It may say use Golf and the main taxiway could be Alpha or Bravo or whatever it is, but the point is they don't always align. The same with the parking stands. I think they give you the stand number rather than the gate number, or the other way around. I think, sometimes you may request gate 22 but it's actually stand 36 or something completely different, so there are a few annoyances about it, not to mention, of course, and if you are a regular Pro ATC user you'll be aware of this, CRDWF, 5 dreaded letters that come up in most standard terminal arrival routes, and you have to just improvise with it. You just have to make do with the fact that it will create some waypoint randomly, which generally relates to something close that's on the chart but never actually the same place. And I don't think we have any on today's routing, but particularly if you're flying into a major international airport, you'll be given CRDWF or CRDWP, and you can't put that into your do flight plan because it doesn't exist. It's something that Pro ATC have created and made up, and therefore it's just not very, very helpful. Or it will not tell you what your star is going to be. It does exist, and you have to look at Navigraph charts to work out what your star is, and then you can put that into do and just follow it, and that's okay as long as you've got the time in advance to prepare for that. If you're in the last 100 miles of your journey, it doesn't give you much chance to get everything set up in time, so sometimes you just end up flying manual headings anyway. So that's the nature of the beast. So anyway, rant over. That's my thoughts on Pro ATC. As I say, I do like it. It's very Americanized. So they will do things as per they do in the States. So they will give landing clearance to 2 or 3 aircraft at a time. They will cut back on the call sign. So they might say American 101. Such and such, and then the next time it'll be 101. They just abbreviate things all the time, or shorten things, I should say. There used to be a thing when they would say hold position, mind other aircraft. Now this was back in FSX. I haven't heard that yet on this one. So if there's a plane coming towards you, it would ask you to wait. sometimes it did get a bit overkill. You know, it could be on the other taxiway and it would still ask you to wait, and that actually was a bit over excessive. Really didn't really need to be that protective over the taxiway, but it was just, yeah, it's just a bit weird. It's not very true to life. I would probably give it a 6 out of 10. As I say, good program, and I've enjoyed using it over the years. But I just think with a few tweaks it could be better. You know, it's very interesting how it would sometimes start with a sentence and then after a very long pause continue that sentence. That's what it does. You know, it might say, we had earlier actually, Qatari at flight level 130 or something like that. It was just like, what's all that about? You know, I've never used the speech recognition side of it, I have to admit. I really don't know, you know, if that's good or bad. I don't actually know how many Pro ATC users are there on in the simming world. I don't think it's a preferred ATC program. I think that's VATSIM, but I think if you want an offline ATC program that is going to give you a semi-realistic experience, then Pro ATC can do that. If you want, if you learn to work with it, particularly in terms of the flight planning and the arrivals and all of that, and you can be patient with it, you'll get on great with it. But actually, generally, if you want 100% realism, you're not going to get that in Pro ATC. You're going to get sort of 60% realism, which is what it is. So anyway, we've got 424 miles to run, about an hour to Varna. I'm not sure if I've been here before. I can't remember. I've flown a couple of times out of Vienna this direction, so maybe I have been. I don't know. As I say, this was going to be a video about my last flight on MSFS, giving up after a very long time. But stay tuned to the channel because that video will come at some point, where I will talk a little bit about what that means and how that's going to look. But it looks like I've still got a few more air miles left in me yet. So stay tuned, subscribe, and check out some of the other videos. I've got some travel reviews on their flight reviews, Stand on a ferry crossing, and a couple of videos from last September of our trip to Malta. So check those out, and whatever else is going on the channel. And then maybe, as I say, 1 or 2 more flight sim videos coming as well. So thanks for tuning in this time. Continuing to enjoy the remainder of the video, and we'll see how we get on with Pro ATC regarding our arrival into Varna. It should be an ILS, and at the moment what SimBrief gave me and what Pro ATC are giving me seem to match up. So hopefully there shouldn't be any issues. Let's start thinking about the arrival. So we're still looking at ILS 0209. Which actually looks fairly straightforward.
Roger.
And I think that pretty much matches what I've got. Matches on here. We just need to. There's Zulu.
3-3 wide. Maintain altitude.
Maintain present altitude.
Yep. Excellent. That's the go around.
Center control, Emirates 181, passing flight level 340 for flight level 290.
181, roger, descend to flight level 290.
Descending to flight level 290, Emirates 181.
The runway is
Ryanair 1083 at flight level 370.
1083, roger.
Because we don't know our approach speed. Let's look at the weather. Latest weather came 14:30.
Traffic.
So he should be 1,000 feet either way because we're heading east. So we're odd. He's heading east. So he's heading west, so he should be even.
Traffic.
We climbing?
Climb.
1, 2, 3, maintain altitude.
Climb.
Present
Climb.
1, 2, 3, 9830, maintain altitude.
Present altitude 9830.
Present altitude 1, 2, 3.
Level up.
It's painful sometimes.
Clear of conflict.
Okay, QNH 1012. 31 degrees, very nice. The wind is 080
KLM 1375, maintain altitude.
Present altitude KLM 1375.
The Luda. Let's have a look at the charts here. Charts. MDA 404 for the Class C.
1, 2, 3, descend to flight level 350.
Descending to flight level 350.
1, 2, 3. 404, yeah. So good approach to be the 133 today. So let's go back here. Over here.
9830, maintain altitude.
Present altitude 9830.
251, if it's under 3,000, I'll tell
maintain
you.
altitude.
Present altitude Oman Air 131.
Medium anyway. Runway heading 291. Altitude.
KLM 1375, maintain altitude.
Present altitude KLM 1375.
Slope, I think, is just easier. There's low down there, so it will be a medium auto brake today.
Oman Air 131.
I mean, that's based on landing weight 65337. The OFP giving me a landing weight 6672. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to go with a medium auto brake. And the ILS 2900 at EVRAM. Let's check it on the computer. EVRAM 2008. It's frozen. 2008, that's right. 3 degrees. On runway 250 feet.
And then the go around is 1800 to WN754, come to 3800, return to WN757, or to WN757, right, yeah, back to MHead. So that's okay. It's simple enough. So, 50 minutes. It's at an hour and a half, so 58 minutes, 33 minutes to go, so not far off that. So, where is the system giving me a top of descent, and where is my top of descent? So top of descent is there, just past April. Just next weekend. And I'm looking at about 130 miles, which is about 30 miles. So how far is April? 25 miles. So yeah, should be pretty much where we want it to be. So that's good. That's something. For some reason, OBS is only recording one screen at a time. It's not recording whatever I'm looking at on the computer, so it's really annoying. Never known of that, but anyway. Today everything's not working. Okay. Nearly top of it. Well, let's give him about 20 miles. That's 117. I want about 130. Yeah, 120 is good. I'm going to go now so we can done.
Request descent Austrian 303.
AUA303, descend at flight level 240.
Descending to flight level 240, Austrian 303.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
AUA303, contact radar on 127.65.
127.65, Austrian 303. Radar Austrian 303, passing flight level 310, got flight level 240. Austrian 303, identified.
Okay, let's get the passengers seated.
Austrian 303, descend to 10,000, QNH 1012. Descend into 10,000, QNH 1012, Austrian 303.
Do like these left turns.
Austrian 303, contact approach on 124.6. 124.6, Austrian 303. Approach control, Austrian 303, passing 12,000, foot 5,000.
Austrian 303, expect ILS. Zulu approach runway 09er, transition Echo Mike Papa Echo Delta.
Expect ILS Zulu approach, runway 09er, transition EMP Echo Delta, Austrian 303.
Did he say we're descending to 5,000? Altitude to Zephyr. At no point did they give me instructions to go to 5,000 feet. They've only given me instructions to go to 10,000 feet. Not helpful. Need a water break. Don't think we're going to need this oil, so I will those now. I've got the terrain on. It tends to slow down the frame rates. Generally looks pretty clear anyway. There's nothing significant on the chart that's going to get in our way, so just leave it off. It's on. So 2 miles to go. Oh, it's actually going to be a little bit too low. Too soon. 5,000 feet.
Austrian 303, descend to 4,500.
Descend into 4,500, Austrian 303.
30 miles to run. 6 minutes.
Austrian 303, clear to intercept the final tower. Frequency is 119.5.
Final approach speed, tower 119.5, Austrian 303. Tower, Austrian 303. On final, runway 09.
Austrian 303. Slow to final approach speed. QNH 1012. Clear to land runway 09.
Final approach speed, QNH 1012. Clear to land runway 09. Austrian 303.
One thousand. 400. 100 above. Minimum. $50, $40, $25.
Austrian 303. Gauges left, contact ground control on 121.45.
121.45. Austrian 303.
Manual brake.
Ground, Austrian 303. Is cleared off the runway. Request taxi for parking.
Austrian 303. Taxi 5 Alpha to Terminal 2 parking position 46.
Viam Alpha to Terminal 2 parking position 46. Austrian 303.
That will be your only indication that a safety gap is about to happen. We also ask that you keep the clear of any carry-on baggage. The termination of our flight this morning, so we ask that you check your deck pocket.
Right, 46 isn't on my chart, so we're going to have to... It's up here. It's very different to what I've got. Alright, then head straight down.
Have a pleasant day.
chart is about 3 or 4 seconds behind where the plane actually is in the sim. So again, some flexibility and understanding is needed. Is the BP going to wait? No, he's going to keep going. Taxi. I've only just started doing those recently. See, none of this makes sense because there's parking bays to my right in the sim and on my Navigraph, but they're not on here, so you can't say, oh, I'm going to park, like I wanted to park at 24, which is where we're at now. It exists on Pro ATC. If you ask for it, it's going to give you one of the GA stands down here, which is just not what you want at all. So you can't even say like it's the next on the right because it's not the next on the right. I think it's like 18 or 19. 2, 3, 4, 28, 22. Do you know what? I'm just going to go in here because I think it's actually where that fueling station is. And that's not a good place to be in an A320. So we will just go in here. Quite sure. Okay, I'll feel later. Too close to the road. Ground equipment delay. It's okay. There's no ground power, so to keep the AP running. So flight time in the end, 135. Get to gate 153. Fuel 3.3 still, that's good. Get there for the turn. Excellent! Really. So I'm just going to get shut down here. Let's close this. In fact, what's always interesting is looking at the map, seeing if anybody else is in the area. Sometimes you get a plane that's doing a route nowhere near where you are. I mean, if you go down, I don't know where these airports are, so I can't comment, but sometimes if you're down in Australia, there are dozens of, or even New Zealand, it's in New Zealand the other day, and there are planes doing Melbourne to Moscow. There's like 3 or 4 of them that are doing Melbourne to Moscow or Moscow to Melbourne. It's like, well, if you were to do that, you wouldn't go anywhere near New Zealand. And it just doesn't make sense. But anyway, let's turn that sort of thing off. And call it a day on the sim. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.